What's up guys, today we're going to go over the new exotic scout rifle Symmetry, which if you bought the season pass is at rank 1, if you did not it is at rank 35 on the free pass, so you will get this eventually in the season no matter if you buy the season pass or not. And looking at the exotic perk Revolution, this weapon fires full auto, hold reload to swap to Arc Seeker mode, Arc Seeker's track toward enemies you target. Then the second perk Dynamic Charge, precision hits build up Dynamic Charge. Swapping to Arc Seeker mode increases damage and partially reloads the magazine based on the number of charges. So first looking at the scout rifle, it's going to be a 260 RPM, which means it's not going to really be one tapping too many red bars in the game. It's going to be pretty much a 2-tap kill no matter what. But as you get these precision hits, as you see, I get dynamic charge times 12, times 13, and it keeps going up and up. And eventually will cap at times 15, that is the highest you can go. And you get these by hitting precision hits with the base scout rifle. And once you do that, you can hold reload and swap to Revolution, which changes it to an arc missile looking thing, almost like a fusion rifle that tracks enemies and does more damage. And as you see, it only lasts for 10 seconds. Another thing that is really cool about the scout rifle is when you change to Revolution, based on how many dynamic charges you have is how many bullets get reloaded. So right there with times 3, I got 3 bullets back into my magazine. Now with times 4, if I do the same thing and swap to Revolution, I get 5 bullets. So that's very cool and a very nice little feature. Also, the higher the Revolution is also tied to the damage of the actual Arc Seeker missiles. So with times 5, I'm hitting 1150. Now with times 10 Revolution, as you see, I now hit 1839. Another thing to note about these Arc Seekers is once they contact with anything, hit an enemy, hit a wall, they do this little Aoe Effect, which will do a little bit of damage in an area, which will mean you will have pretty good group ad clear. And finally with times 15, which is the highest, I hit 2529, which is almost 4 times the damage of just shooting the scout rifle normally. A few final things I've noticed with this weapon is the dynamic charge does not reset ever. It's not time based. You can get up to times 15 no matter what. You can reload, you can miss shots, it doesn't matter. And once you swap over to Revolution, the timer doesn't actually start until you shoot your first shot, which is very nice. You can get times 15 going and ready for the next wave of ads and just have it ready. And once you start shooting, that's when that 10 seconds will count down. So my initial impressions of the scout rifle is it's very well done. It's a very solid exotic. I love these exotics in the game that have like 2 different modes where you toggle between them. It just keeps the weapon super fresh and makes it feel more unique than almost any of the other exotics in the game. In this gameplay, I was trying to do the whole thing where I wouldn't reload at the end of the magazine. I would change to Revolution and let it reload for me and pretty much go with whatever I had in terms of dynamic charge. And I don't think that was really the play. I think the play is just to get to times 15 no matter how long it takes. You know, you might have to reload and take a few magazines to get to times 15, but once you're there, go ahead and swap to Revolution. Then with times 15 Revolution, it's pretty much a full auto fusion rifle. Like, it tracks, it does really good damage, and it does AoE damage, so it's pretty much a full auto fusion rifle once you get that going. A few things I've noticed I don't like about this weapon is the fact that after Revolution is done, after the 10 seconds is up, you have to then hold reload to swap back to the other firing mode, then also usually reload the weapon. So it's kind of like you get into this weird state of where you're trying to reload and swap the fire mode at the same time, and you just can't do both at the same time. You try to hold reload, but then it just does the base reload when you're trying to swap, and it's just kind of a mess. So I think a good change to this weapon would be once you're done with Revolution and the 10 seconds is up, it should automatically swap back to the other mode. That way you're not tripping up on trying to reload and actually change the fire mode at the same time. I can definitely see a catalyst in this gun's future where when you have Revolution active, every kill with the arc charges also reset the timer or give more time back. I can definitely see that being a catalyst in the future, and I think that would make this gun actually really good. So overall, first impressions, it's a very good exotic. I love the entire idea of it. I love the whole concept of doing something with the regular scout rifle benefits you in the other mode, then vice versa. I think that's very cool. And yeah, there's kind of like a learning curve of when to activate Revolution and things like that, so I'm definitely looking forward to learning how to use this weapon better in the future. I'm not quite sure if it's a meta yet, but it's a very fun and very good exotic. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this scout rifle. I think it's pretty solid. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.